Hello there and welcome. It's Psychic Cynthia here. And happy season of the equinox. Welcome to the season of the equinox. Yes, that's right. We are beginning a new season. And whether you live in the northern hemisphere like I do or in the southern hemisphere like some others, this time of the September equinox begins a new season. For each year, the chapter of time, the length of time between the September equinox and the December solstice is its own season, and really the September equinox to the March equinox is its own season. So happy fall equinox to those of you who live in the north. Happy season of fall activation. And that's what I'll be speaking of today. But of course, those of you who live in the south, you are having your spring activation. Wherever you live, this September activation going into September, late October, November, December, and you might say beyond, this is a time of great realignment. It's a time of making waves. It's also a time of breakdown and decay. And we've just entered the time of Libra. No matter where you're living at on the planet, we are now in Libra. And with the great sun star here. And Libra is all about realignment. It is about rebalancing. You've probably heard that. But did you know that Libra is also about decision making? So you will have some decisions to make. And this is where looking to the opposite sign is helpful. The opposite sign is Aries. And there are many attributes of Aries, but one of its highest attributes is it is the sign of courage. It is the sign of really choosing a point and focusing ahead. And Aries, they can scatter about in a lot of different directions, but when they make their minds up, they just plow ahead. They walk that line. They put all of their energy and intensity and time and attention into that one thing, that passion they're chasing, and they go after it, whether that's a spiritual passion or a worldly passion. And this helps them to make decisions. Aries are decisive. They are brave, they are bold, and they are decisive, at least when they are embracing their natural higher Aries energies. So in this time of Libra, and you must understand, Libra impacts the whole season, even though the sun will move from Libra to Scorpio in about a month. And then from there it will move to Sagittarius into Capricorn. But the sign ruler of this whole season is Libra. Libra is the king or the queen, so to speak. And so we are all now facing a time of personal transformation around the realms of rebalancing and decision making, choosing. And with the Libra energy, you'll want to choose for the best and highest of all. You'll, of course, be considering other people because that's what Libra does. It considers the balance. Consider this. When you feel imbalanced inside, when you feel out of balance, out of whack, something it is imbalanced or out of whack in your environment, in your life, in your relationships around you. Hear me. Listen for a beat. If you are feeling out of whack, frazzled, overwhelmed, or just not quite balanced, like you've lost your sparkle, look around you. What is imbalanced in your house, in your home? Start there, because that's actually usually the easiest to address. Now, sometimes it can be expensive if you need repairs, but it's the easiest to figure out, okay? So is there something imbalanced in your home? Like the physical structure, do you need to clean up a little? Sounds simple, but it can make a big difference. Not only to your mood, but to your energy. Okay, energy. It can bring you back into balance, back into harmony. You can meditate all day, and you can breathe all day, and you can imagine your chakras, but if there's stuff actually out of balance in your life, until you work a little to get that in balance, you will not be balanced again. Of course, it's a great idea to meditate, though, and breathe, and that does help you to kind of, if not totally get rebalanced, it helps you to recenter, to reground in your inner being. And from that place of being regrounded in your inner being, which that is more as we move into the solstice, the December solstice is Capricorn, and there is a, with Capricorn and Cancer, both of them, there's a great regrounding in the inner being. So that's what we're moving towards, okay? We're moving towards trying to be regrounded in the inner being. But for now, you know, yeah, spend some time meditating and balancing your chakras and all that. Actually, just connect with the divine. That will balance your chakras for you. Call upon your guides. Just the act of connecting with the powers helps your chakras to realign automatically. Did you know that? Maybe that's another video for another time. But yeah, just a little tidbit for you. But yes, it's a time to get rebalanced. And you'll need to look, if you're having rebalance, a need to rebalance inside, which you probably are. It's natural. It's natural to need to rebalance after the extreme excesses of summer. Summer is a beautiful time, or winter if you're in the south. You know, summer and extreme energy. Winter is extreme too, right? That's why we have fall and spring, which are both lovely in their delights and their beauty, right? And in their healing power. So this is a real energy of healing and realignment. You know, part of it is just opening to the healing and realignment and letting yourself have the courage to do what you know you need to do, to make the decisions that are right. In some cases, this may involve, you know, I won't say terminating relationships. I think it's just putting your attention and energy where it needs to go. So you may find yourself naturally focusing on, you know, maybe you were focusing on this relationship over here, but now you're going to focus on this. This is a very social time, so you'll have many demands and invitations, most likely, for your energy, for, if not socializing, it just people reaching out. But you get to choose. You get to choose, to some extent at least, among your invitations, among your offerings. You get to choose which people you hang out with, who you choose to identify with, who you choose to spend time with, even with the videos you watch, with the social media you interact with, people on there, even TV shows if you do that. You get to choose the quality of your energy. So Libra, it is one of the harvest signs, and part of the harvest is to be discerning, to, you know, in Virgo, we sift through, we try to separate the wheat from the chaff, but that really doesn't end in the time of Libra, nor does it end in the time of Scorpio. We're still separating the wheat from the chaff. We're still balancing and weighing what is valuable and what is not. And look at where you're putting your values, because Libra is a Venus-ruled sign. So do you value only the material realm? Maybe you value only your close family relationships and, you know, your own survivability, which is fine. That's a start. Or do your values extend out further? Do your values extend out to the higher spiritual realms or the deeper spiritual realms? Do your values include others who are part of your spiritual family, your galactic family, your earthly family, not just your biological family? And if those are your values, then how are you connecting with that in relationship? Libra is all about right relationship, but that doesn't mean just your romantic partner, okay? It doesn't even mean just your children or your parents or your own little tiny family, or large if you have a lot of cousins like I do. You know, right relationship with your soul, right relationship with spirit, right relationship with nature, right relationship with your environment, right relationship with your work, right relationship with your ancestors, and so on. These are also included in the concept of right relationship. And of course, also with your spouse, your children, your home, your house. You know, there's a relationship with everything in your environment, even your cell phone, you know, being in right relationship with that, which would probably involve not being a slave to it, for example. Um, so these are some things to meditate ahead in the season of right relationship. Not just like 2 days around the equinox, this is a whole season. It's all about coming into right relationship. And as we begin this journey in Libra, you know, we go through the reassessment, the realigning, the evaluating of where we need to be in a better right relationship. That also includes your body, by the way, your physical body. You know, you want to be in right relationship with how you're treating you and also how you treat the earth. And so we begin this journey here, and then we move towards Scorpio, which of course is another threshold sign, the gateway between life and death. And there we look at even more at our right relationship with our ancestors and with the spirit world, even with power. We're not there yet. I don't know if we're in the right place. It's not quite time to focus too deeply on a right relationship with power, but you might start now. And then later we move into Sagittarius, and that is a right relationship with abundance. So understand you're on a new 3-month journey here of right relationship, of realignment, but especially in the realms of relationship, choice, choosing, and decision making. And yes, rebalancing always. All right, until next time, I'm Psychic Cynthia, and wishing you a fruitful season ahead in this time of realigning, rebalancing, and reaching for creation of right relationship. Goodbye.